Hey, how's it going, gamers? Back with another Gamer Monday podcast. Here with my esteemed guests, Ryan,
Hey,
Sfeel,
Gamers.
Sarah,
Hello.
and Isaiah.
Hello.
Notably, we are missing Zach. He
Rest
will
in
be missed
peace.
dearly. He couldn't attend, so it's just the five of us today. A good question. Any new games? Any new games anyone's playing? Anything going on this week with new games?
Well, if I gotta tell you,
okay.
Let's hear.
it's this really fun game called Fortnite, and
It's not a new game.
The Fortnite King.
Actually,
He's back.
specifically,
I got a new
specifically
skin.
not a new game.
You
That
know,
doesn't
I
make
got
it
a
a
new
new game.
skin.
New
You
skin
got a
drop.
Doesn't
new
make it a
skin.
new game.
It's like playing a new game when you get a new skin.
Yeah, they dropped. They also dropped some Nicki Minaj tracks. You know, like
Who are you jam sessioning as now?
I use a lot of Fortnite exclusive characters now, so I don't really like. The one's named Hana, the other one's called Deep D. You know, there's like the originals. You know, so
Okay, so not Ariana Grande singing.
Nah,
Doja Cat
I
song.
feel like that's sellout. I only do that in special occasions, but
Okay.
it's been pretty good. Fortnite, yeah.
Oh, gee.
Any
It's
other
not
games
necessarily
going on?
a new game, but I've had
But
more
it's a
time.
new
to
experience. every
I'm
time,
not
man.
talking about you. We're talking about me now. I have been playing a lot more Hades too, since I actually got a week to play it, and it is
Okay.
excellent.
How's the like early access part? It doesn't feel like it's early access at all. It feels like it's pretty.
It's mostly art assets that aren't fully there yet. So there's some new characters that just don't have a model or art yet, and some that are in like very early development art, which is fine. It's fully playable. There's an area of the game that isn't available yet, so that's probably the most like early accessy kind of thing.
Yeah, they just haven't implemented everything quite yet.
And then I think there's one more weapon that will be added to the game.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if there's going to be any
Okay.
more characters or gods or anything, but for an early access, there's a lot that you can play, and it's definitely worth playing at this point, I'd say.
You know, Spheo, characters, gods, weapons. You know, Fortnite does that exact same thing. You know, so I think we have a lot of common right now with our taste of games for Gamer Monday. Yeah, so I respect your pick.
Great.
I noticed you have a new friend in your background. You want to introduce your new friend?
This is Rowlet. He doesn't have a name yet. He's hanging out with Stanley and Phil. He's just like a sleepy guy. I'll bring him over. He's tired. He's sleepy. He's round.
There's also
Wow.
little
Yeah,
Rowlet.
there's another one down.
In the back of Sarah's stream,
So
he was featured on
Zach
in my
also has
background a
one.
little bit.
I think.
Yeah.
He's very soft. So if anyone has a name for little guy, let me know.
Yeah, everyone go to Target and get your Rowlet.
Go to Target, get your Rowlet, put back the other purchase that you were going to get.
So you did?
Yeah.
What do you put back?
It was like a game, like a
Aw.
board game. But I was like,
a gamer Monday game.
it was a board game, and I was like, Rowlet.
Rowlet.
He's so soft.
So I was kind of thinking here, the theme for today, or kind of what I was interested in bringing up and talking about, was sequels in video games. I know we kind of talked about remakes and remasters previously, but in terms of just sequels to games that you've loved, sequels to games that have been awful and that you've hated, stuff that you maybe think deserves one, that something that they haven't come back to that they could come back to.
Okay.
I dig it.
Personally, for me, I used to be a huge Halo fan. Like big, I never really. I had a PS2, was like my original like PlayStation. I never had the PS1, but when it came to the PS3, I was an Xbox player for many years afterwards, and probably playing Halo 2 and like Halo 3 were some of some of the best sequels to those games that I had played before.
What one was your favorite?
Halo 3 was probably my favorite Halo. It's definitely the Halo that I spent the most time playing out of like all of the games that I played.
Yeah.
Like those games, like Call of Duty, like more like shooter games. That and like Reach are pretty
Okay.
close together.
So do you think there should be like a Halo 3 too?
Oh, that would be really good.
I don't think so.
No.
I think that since they've changed, like since they Bungie doesn't do it anymore and it's 343 Industries, their sequels have been pretty meh.
I mean, no one talks about Halo anymore. When a new one comes out, people are just mad. So
Yeah, and
I
it's
think that says a lot.
you can like kind of tell that it's like
I say
not
this
as good as it
about
used to be.
Yeah, all my friends who are into Halo just complain about it now.
You know, I stopped playing Halo, but I used to be a pretty big Halo guy. I remember it was in middle school before I had my own game system outside the Wii. I didn't have an Xbox yet, and I had a Halo clan with some friends from school. I forget what it was called, but like we used to do like wars with people and everything. And Halo 3 was a fun time. OST was a fun time. I stopped playing for a while, and then I got back into it. I want to say a couple years ago with some friends. And then we just stopped playing it, you know, and there is like a deep rooted like Halo community, especially with like the whole machinima scene with like the red versus blue, which
Yeah.
is pretty big now, even though it's over. I'm shocked that that got as big as it did. But Halo in general, like I feel that. I think ODST was a really fun one. Reach was a fun one. All good sequels in general. I'm with you there, Lee. Halo's definitely in my faves.
Halo's been good. It's been a good game, a lot of fun. Like I said, it kind of got. I feel like it got worse once Bungie stopped making them, but
I agree.
When was the last time
Yeah.
a Halo game came out?
Good question.
God, what was it? Halo Infinite, I think.
I was just about to say yeah, because they threw all of them on the same thing on the internet. I downloaded it, but the file was so big I had to get rid of it. But yeah,
Halo Infinite is the 2021, so it's been a
okay.
while since one has came out, and like I know like
Right.
it's always been kind of tough ever since they stopped doing like companies have kind of are moving away from doing like their own releases, like doing like their console specific games now. I feel like now that PC is so popular, so I feel like that's where kind of Halo started to lose its like prestige. Was I feel like once it was kind of like on everything, it started to not feel as like special.
Yeah.
And you can't really. It's difficult to compete if you're making everything exclusive these days because I mean,
Yeah.
People just
yeah,
can play other
People just
shit.
won't.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's enough good games out that someone will be like, well, I have 20 games in my
Exactly.
Steam catalog I haven't played, so
it's like I got a
I'll wait till this isn't a Epic Games exclusive.
exactly.
Yeah,
I got
literally.
a PS4 like just because I knew that Kingdom Hearts 4 would come out or Kingdom Hearts 3 would come out
I was like, what do you
as
know?
yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 would come out just as like a PlayStation exclusive game. So I like preemptively bought the PS4 and just bought Persona.
But then
5.
it wound up coming out on
Yeah.
Xbox and everything anyway.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It took a bit longer though.
What an L investment.
No, because it came out later though. It came out later on those,
It's
and
true.
I wanted to play it day one. So it was
in the
worth it.
verse of sequels that kind of goes with this convo. For mine, it was definitely the Spider-Man Miles Morales game because I waited forever for Spider-Man to come out for everything else, and it never did until it hit Steam. And I played the entire thing like crazy, and I was like, I'm not going to wait years for this to come on Steam, so I'm just going to get a PlayStation 5. Played through all that, and then magically they're like, "Hey, we're about to come out with another Spider-Man." I was like, I bet. So like, those for sure. Like, even though I'm not a fan of exclusive, that was a big selling point for me to even get a PlayStation. I was like, I need to play Spider-Man 2. But Spider-Man 2 and Miles Morales in general, those are great sequels. The entire Insomniac Spider-Man world in general is just great, but those sequels were fantastic. They improve at every game. I'm looking forward for the Wolverine game as well, but that's one game series that like the sequels just keep getting better with each game. I'm enjoying that a lot.
I got the Spider-Man game the Spider-Man 2, I think, and I had to refund it because when if I turned right, it was fine. If I turned left in the game, it went at like 20% speed, and
Oh,
nothing I
really?
could do would fix this. Like
Wow.
I tried like resetting, and it wasn't just a controller. It was like if I was using a mouse and keyboard as well, like just turning to one side, it was impossible to play. So I was
Holy
like,
crap.
this I was
Weird.
in my 28 seconds of swinging through the city. It was pretty fun though. I did get hit by a bus, I think.
Oh no.
So
Yeah, I wish that I'm a fan of that they're kind of moving away from like exclusives because that's why I got a PS4 again because I had a PS4 and I can't remember if it broke or if I just played my Xbox One more, but when we lived together, Ryan,
Yeah. You would use mine, right? Or did you
I
have
used
your own?
yours and then I bought one.
lore
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah, old roommate.
Mm.
But yeah, when we lived together, I would use yours, but then Persona was coming out, or like Persona had come out, and it was only coming out at that point on the PS4, and so I was like, I have to get it because I want to play it really bad. I was like, I'm not just gonna like keep bumming yours because we were both wanting to play it.
True.
Side note, I'm the only member of Gamer Monday that has never lived with another member of Gamer
That's
Monday.
true.
That is
Zach
true.
and Lee live together.
That is a fun fact about
Me
this
and
podcast.
I
Sarah-
lived with
And
Isaiah.
now Leah and I live together.
Yeah.
What's that?
Zach
Zach-
lived with Lee.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. That's
Feel
right.
you
He
fucking
moved in.
bum.
Oh, wow.
Spiel out here, living his own life.
Listen, I'm
like,
a
I don't-
solo.
It's like, I don't like y'all.
Leveler.
So,
He's a lone Sigma.
I'm a lone. People have said that before, yes. Speaking of exclusive games, this is back to the fuck Nintendo hour.
Oh, boy.
Nintendo will never release their games on other consoles, so
No.
that console,
Yeah.
that's never going away.
That's the exception, not the rule. I feel
Yeah.
like
I don't-
nowadays.
You just like turned on your Xbox and it was like Mario Kart. And be like,
Yeah.
Like this,
I
this
don't,
feels
I don't
feels
know
wrong.
about that.
Yeah.
But also speaking of Nintendo and good sequels, new Pokemon Snap was a wonderful sequel
That's true.
that I was not expecting, but was incredible.
we love Pokemon Discourse number 10,000.
Yeah,
I know,
right.
the new Pokemon Snap it's nothing
No,
like
yeah.
the
Banger.
main series game. It was polished, it ran well, and it looked good. Like something that these games do not ever.
People wanted that for years too. They kept saying like
Mm.
Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Snap.
It was like Pokemon Snap 2, Pokemon Stadium 3,
Mhm.
There you
like
go.
those kind of like Nintendo 64, the golden era of Pokemon console games.
That's what I want. I want a sequel, like a remake of one of the Pokemon Coliseum
Yeah.
games would be cool, but like I want a sequel because I want
Or like another like a
I want
third.
I want the 1,000. I want the over 1,000 Pokemon now. Like I would
be crazy.
much rather see that than like a remake of it necessarily.
If they did another
Mm.
like fall is XD is the second one, right? Or is
XG Gale of Darkness.
Yeah, Gale of Darkness is the
Yeah.
second
I
one.
loved those games.
if they were to do another game in that series and they had like another like Shadow Lugia type, what Pokemon do you think would be the mascot of that?
Kira,
Like a
maybe.
shadow Pokemon.
Kira, yeah, like a shadow Pokemon that's like more than just because like how Shadow Lugia had like a different color scheme and
Yeah.
there's a little bit more. What if they just did Ho-Oh?
That would be-
Like, fucking, or just Kieran would be cool.
Yeah.
Arceus a little overdone.
Arceus way
yeah.
overdone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see some love for like Xerneas or Yveltal.
Shadowy Veltal. It's just like okay, it's like I guess it's already like the personification of death. But
This
like,
Yveltal is dark
Super-
type.
Super dark type. Give me
it's just
Shadow
like permanently like a ghost or a dark
Dark
terrestrialized.
Terrestrialized.
Yeah.
Give me
Shadow
Shadow
Xerneas could be pretty cool.
Give me
If
Shadow
they, like, did
Xerneas.
some of the
Because they didn't do both. Like they didn't do
Yeah.
both.
like a
Ho-Oh and
corrupted
Lugia.
Xerneas. That could be a cool
How
story.
about Shadow Marshadow, Shadow Darkrai?
There we
Oh,
go.
all right.
Dark.
Darkrai.
Shadow Darkrai. It's what everyone is.
Yeah.
Darker than dark. Darkrai.
The
Darkest
Shadow
Rai.
Giratina.
Wow.
Darker than dark.
In the verse of rants, though, in the negative side of sequels, there are a lot of anime video games out there.
Oh yeah.
Like perfect example. That's actually a good example. The Dragon Ball games are pretty fun for me, right? But then we got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm, and it's like feels like the biggest scam ever.
Whoa.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
And I'm gonna say it's like literally the same exact game. It's like the 2K of anime games. Every single game is the same exact game, but they just add more people to the roster.
That's what I want, though.
Respect, but like,
and now you
where's the
2K
entertainment? See, Dragon Ball, when you play those games, amazing because they give you content, they give you a sandbox to travel around, you get character customization, you get a whole lot of stuff. You got a great story mode, online mode, all that fun stuff. I love playing Dragon Ball. I'm a bigger Naruto fan than Dragon Ball, but it's just like,
I know. But when I play a Naruto fighting game, though, I just want to kind of like play with all the characters and face someone else, right? I don't really care.
Just
that
add
no,
DLC. I don't want to keep spending $60 for more games.
You also have to, but there hasn't been like a modern day like Naruto Ninja Storm until like recently, where they put all of them together into one, right? Like before that, they didn't
do a
like DLC wasn't.
recently?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That just came out.
Oh, okay.
But like there wasn't really.
Naruto
Ultimate Ninja Storm didn't really come out during like DLC era to like even capitalize on that.
All right. Here's another example. One Piece. I don't even play One Piece.
They have like one good game. Yeah.
Pirate Warriors doesn't really count.
Pirate Warriors 4 is good. Phil and I played that for a while. Like we had a good time. I feel like
the Warriors game is kind of its own thing, though. Like the Warriors game is not really One Piece. It's more so like like the Warrior series. To be fair, so
hack and slash.
I'm gonna give you points.
But like Warriors, we're talking Warriors in general. Like it depends if the series has a lot of interesting characters you want to play as, because like Fire Emblem also has Warriors, and that's good too in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's just like a huge variety of characters. So
code word has been activated.
Yeah.
Fire
Emblem. When was the last time you played Naruto Ultimate
It's like a
Ninja
sleep
Storm?
region.
Probably like 3 years, because I don't want to buy the new one.
See, I'm just saying.
What kind of point is that
Dragon Ball?
Ask me when the last time I played a Dragon Ball game is.
I'm not. This doesn't pertain to you. This doesn't pertain to you.
Wait, when's the last time you played a Dragon Ball game?
I'm not even a Dragon Ball fan like that. But I play them games. I played a very fun series.
I played Fighter Z. Is like the most.
Fighter Z is another fun game.
I cannot wait for Sparking Zero to come out, because the Budokai Tenkaichi fighting games are like my favorite style of fighting game that exists.
Nobody seen that about Naruto.
I like the Naruto games.
I enjoy them. I'm just saying it feels like
I love
copy
Arena
and
Fighters.
paste. Like we're just going to give you a few more people.
Okay, let's go into this then.
$60-$70.
No, what do you want? Like, what are you looking for between games that's so different?
Just
like what though? Because it's a game series with similar mechanics.
It's a game series. They do.
They change the mechanics, and they add new characters, and they add different ways to fight.
I ain't gonna lie, the story mode
fighting
is very fun. Like I understand this. The story mode is very fun on both games, actually. I agree, but I just want more. Just more something different. I feel like the fighting, there's not a lot of skill required to beat people in that game, right? You just kind of press buttons, and then that's it. Like, obviously with us, because we are the Gamer Monday correspondence team, we understand a little different, but I can sit with a random person that's never played the game before and just push a bunch of buttons and they'll win. That's crazy.
I've never played it before.
I don't know. People are like so sweaty about that game.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
When we tried like online with Naruto, and you were just getting your ass whooped.
There's the min maxers. There's like really difficult people to play against.
Well, online's tough because those servers are fucking ass. So that is also
at least have some sort of like, think of Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to actually like have combos in that joint. You need to like memorize certain things. Everyone's gonna either pick Shizui or Minato and just spam things, and I don't like it. I want some kind of skill involved. My little brother can just press buttons and he'll win. You don't even need to press.
I think it's
like that lore drop. Did you get beaten recently?
No, I haven't played a game in a couple years.
Is that why you're so salty?
No, I love. Listen, I will I haven't bought the
Akira.
game in a while, but I love Naruto when I'm playing with friends. You know what I'm saying? I love those games. It's a game you don't take seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I take Dragon Ball games pretty seriously because there's some skill involved. You know, so that like I don't know.
So you want
That's
like
how I
a
feel.
side to side, like more
Like,
No!
boom boom boom, like
You don't even need it like that.
Street
Like I
Fighter?
said, it could
yeah.
something like that. Like even what that the really bad anime game they try to do that's like Smash Brothers.
Jump Force.
Jump
Yes.
Force is pretty bad, right?
Jump Force
I
is
want a
awesome.
second one. I want a second one with actual like Black Clover characters.
I want a second
See,
one where
but-
they actually make the game playable.
Yeah.
Playable, exactly. But
don't
with
really
that
understand.
game, right? If you want to do the super moves, you have to like hold it and then you like get the press and
That's
you have
true.
to like
The
there's
controls are
some
really
kind of-
bad.
They are, but
Yeah.
like imagine if like you could play it offline and there's no lag. Like it's crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like some sort of skill, some sort of like you need to time thing. This thing, oh, you won. Okay, cool. Like I don't know. I feel some type of way towards because I like Naruto games. I like the idea and the premise, and I love the roster. It's so huge. It's very fun. It's just like, bro.
Can
Like,
I
this is
nominate what I think is the greatest sequel of all time?
Sure.
Of course.
Sure.
Shrek 2.
Oh.
Okay.
That's true.
I
Factual.
played that game a long time actually.
No,
it was pretty fun.
No game.
Oh,
That's
oh wait,
just
I'm right back.
the sequel.
Movie
Let me
Monday
tell you-
podcast.
The movie Shrek 2 needs an honorary. He left. An
He
honorary.
was really mad at that take. He hates
Listen,
Shrek
he
too.
can- he can
That take
stay mad.
sucks.
He can stay mad. Shrek 2 is a cinematic marvel.
A masterpiece.
It's a
one might say.
masterpiece. Every day of the year, I watch Shrek 2.
I love Shrek too.
But also a great sequel, Hades 2.
Oh, wrong way.
We're back in
He-
Hades too.
he-
I mean,
He said it. He said the thing.
Like-
Hades 2.
within Hades 2, it's great. There's Aphrodite. She's great. There's my favorite, Artemis. Ryan, what's your favorite Greek god?
Who is I like when I was a kid it was Apollo, but I haven't really reevaluated that.
He's in Hades 2. He wasn't in
Yeah.
Hades 1. So that's something to be excited about.
That's true.
That's all I've got.
Okay. So
Sorry, I had
Oh,
to
he's
step
back.
aside for a second, but while I was down, I know this isn't the movie Monday podcast. I've been
Is now.
collecting DVDs lately,
oh boy.
and I got a gift from my fiance. And someone said I don't like Shrek. I have all 4 Shreks. in,
Oh wow, he
in
actually just
DVD.
owned me. He owned me.
Yeah. So I have the entire Shrek collection.
Shrekography.
Is it
Do
unopened?
you also have the like
Unopened.
with the Shrek
Unopened, so he
Oh.
doesn't watch it. He doesn't
Yeah,
watch
you don't
it.
even watch it.
It's a gift. I just said I just got it.
I don't know. I
I
think it's a little suspicious.
Listen, you what was it that you had recently? You had like a figure or something. You opened it.
Oh,
You're like, you can
Yeah.
ruin the like. I'm not ruining the value yet. Like what?
Yeah, I think he might still be on the
Value,
ground.
yeah.
on the
actually.
floor.
He might still be on the floor.
Also, another gift that I got, and I'm sorry, I'm done after this. She gave me like a whole bunch of cups, and like the other ones are downstairs.
Yeah.
But this is one. It's pretty cool.
Oh.
Oh, that is cute.
I have Ace and Sabo as well, but they're like
Okay.
mugs.
That's pretty
That's-
cool.
You got like a little set.
Cute.
That's those are cool. I love.
Yeah, they're
But no
pretty cool.
Tony Chopper.
No.
That would have been a
But
cool
there you
mug
go.
too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like anime and like
But,
gaming, like merch. Like,
yeah.
Like specifically like food stuff.
We can make that for
It's kinda
Gamer
cool.
Monday.
Gamer
merch.
Monday potluck.
Yeah.
Tony Mondays.
Tony Monday.
I'm so in.
Yeah.
A sequel that I want is I mean there's nothing exciting about it. It's very predictable. It's like Kingdom Hearts 4, Persona 6.
But Persona 6 is coming.
Kingdom
Every-
Hearts 9.
it's like winter is
days
coming.
over 4.
It's like
first.
My favorite game series, they really like to just dangle that sequel in front of your face for like years before you get it.
Metroid.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 felt
Yeah.
that way for sure.
Yeah, but like the only people who felt like that was a long wait were the ones who don't understand that you need to play the other games. Because they consistently release like a lot of games throughout the course.
Listen, but if you require that the games,
Yeah.
at least maybe not now, but before, are across like 7 different consoles,
Yeah.
That's
fuck you.
fair. Well, yeah,
I
but
just won't do it. I
they're
can't.
also all in one place now.
They're
are.
in one place now, but that requires me
Yeah.
playing like 12 games.
True.
True, but
That's
do you
also
want,
like
do you want to do that?
I don't
No,
have time
it
for
doesn't.
that. I have Hades 2 to beat, okay?
Yeah.
I've lost every run.
I don't like the argument from people that like they act like how were they supposed to know that they actually need to play the other games in the entries, like other entries in the series?
If they didn't name them things like 300
Yeah.
62
But, like
days
they're still
over.
in the series though, right? Like
Yeah, they are. Well, not anymore, but at one point they were pretty spread across.
Mhm.
yeah,
console.
especially when they would like put them only on DS for some reason. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
like those are like I mean, I guess like the ones that were exclusively on like a 3DS kind of make sense because I don't know if
Dream
it would
drop
work
distance.
outside of 3DS,
Then
but
you have like Birth by Sleep that was on PSP.
Yep.
and then wasn't there a mobile thing that was
Yes,
canon?
there was a mobile
anything
canon.
anything that becomes
The mobile
canon in a
wasn't that
mobile game
important.
will never get my attention.
The best
because
thing about the
I'm
mobile
not a
one,
7-year-old.
the crazy thing about the mobile game, it has the best story of all of them.
That sucks that I'm
Yeah.
never gonna see it.
Right?
That sucks.
Like
I'll
I'm
never
rooting
get
for
into
it, but-
Final Fantasy for that same exact reason, but
They're all
I'm
isolated
only-
stories though, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Final
okay.
Fantasy isn't
Yeah.
too bad because they're all.
You can
for
play
the
like
most
whatever
part,
one you
they're all-
wanted and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I only stick with Kingdom Hearts because I grew up with it, but like
Yeah.
and I couldn't even play games at the time, but I used to watch people do let's plays of them when I was younger, but
That's what I had to do for a bit too.
yeah, but like
Before you could
you won't
read
really catch me
officially.
playing you won't catch me playing many story mode driven games anymore because there's just so much nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's crazy.
Wow. That was awful. Well, we
Sarah, any sequels that you really enjoyed or that you want to see?
Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game of all time.
Mhm.
I love those games. Chain of Memories was one that I played. Like I actually played that on proud mode,
garbage.
and most people thought that one was
It
annoying.
was garbage.
I
So,
hate that
like,
game so much.
Card deck theme around it.
Mhm.
That game
Um,
enrages me just thinking about it.
Like you mad, Ryan?
Yeah, it's like no, I don't want to talk about
it is frustrating. It is frustrating, but I liked it. I don't know. I think I liked that one more than I liked 3. I was kind of disappointed with 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they took out every Disney character in Kingdom Hearts 3, it'd be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you lose the appeal from a lot of the audience.
I
don't know. Maybe that's a lie.
I
would
think
not care anymore
Yeah.
if they took. I wouldn't probably stop caring about the series if they took Disney characters out.
that's fair. I feel like the people who are like actually hardcore into Kingdom Hearts though don't actually give a shit about the Disney.
I don't know. Those anime tryhard games is like. I'm the same way with like Xenoblade and.
I was about to say
I
Xenoblade
can't-
4. I'm
can't get
waiting
into
for
any
it.
of that, bro. Like
Great if
Disney
it's
is
on
what
series, I
really
could do
got
it.
me into Kingdom Hearts, bro. So
I mean, same, but I moved on. You know.
I can't. I haven't moved on, bro. Where's my Incredibles crossover? That's what I want.
That's a good question, actually.
That would be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm waiting
Finding
for
Nemo.
the new Bethesda, like Skyrim or Fallout. Like it's supposed to be Skyrim 6, or Elder Scrolls 6, but they released that one image at like E3, and it's been
we won't hear another
and it's
thing
been
for 9
I don't know
years.
how many years now that it's just like a meme. That,
They're
like,
not
Todd
fucking
Howard,
working on it. I don't
Todd
care.
Howard like commissioned some random person.
No,
to make it, like,
no. The Elden
a
Ring. They're
picture.
coming. Oh, not the Elden Ring.
He's waiting for
Elden
his
The Elden
Fiverr
Ring
order.
is coming.
The Elden Ring DLC is also taking its sweet time.
Yeah, I mean,
Comparatively, though.
'cause what is
No,
that?
no, absolutely. Don't worry. Half-Life 3 is still coming.
Half-Life 3 2.
Half-Life 3 2 is on its way.
Yeah, that's what we'll call
Portal
it.
3 2 is on its way.
Ooh, actually, a Portal 3. That's a conversation we can get into right there. That'd be
but
fun.
Portal is one of the.
Has everyone here played Portal? I feel like that's a
Mhm.
pretty.
Yeah.
Sarah, Isaiah, you two have to
I've
play it
never-
together then. That's just how it's gonna.
I was
Oh,
never really
Portal-
interested.
Yeah. No, it's so fun. Do it.
It's just a fun co-op game. Like, just play it with one friend. Just like have good conversations, do funny shit.
Oh,
It's a
this
good
is
time.
tangent, but co-op games have Lee, Sarah. Did you guys play what is that called?
It Takes Two.
Two. It
Yeah.
Takes Two. Did you
No.
guys play that? It's so fun.
Wow.
It
I
is
played
a
it with,
really
I
fun
played with
game.
my friend
We
John.
might break up if we play that game.
Ah,
I
streamed that
I
game
killed
for a little
Ryan
bit.
so many
Mhm.
times. It's crazy.
yeah.
That game's really fun. The A Way Out, I think
Mhm.
same.
The
Same,
same develop. Yeah, whenever they make it, actually, I want to see if they're in the process of making a new one.
That would be good. Also,
Takes
the
Two.
Yeah.
It Takes Two and No Way Out, or a One Way Out. I don't know. I just
A
said
Way
it.
Out.
A Way Out. There we
Yeah.
go. And then the like Until Dawn. Those kind of games are also pretty fun to play with people.
Those games are fun. That would be
Until
I
Dawn.
wish
awesome.
those
I
games had
also
more
I
like
killed Ryan in that
replayability.
one.
Yeah, you did.
I
I
did.
did that with a
We
group
tried.
of
We
people.
tried for
Oh
a
my
while to
God.
open up that hatch before you went down, and unfortunately, you drowned. It's not my
Asshole.
fault.
That
It's
that was
not-
actually your fault. It
How
was.
was that my fault? We did not open the hatch. There was nothing for me to do at that point.
But you
were dead.
failed. You failed a quick time event though.
To do what? To unlock a lock I didn't have a key to?
No, there was something you failed. I remember.
It wouldn't have stopped you from drowning.
You don't know that.
How? You were underneath, and then the entire floor flooded. You were trying to
You
get
just
through a
don't
lock
know
hatch.
that.
I do
Oh,
know that.
No.
Okay, get on right now. we're reloading a save.
This guy's the worst to play co-op games with. He takes no responsibility for his actions.
He just probably shouldn't have. Like, if you didn't go down after we couldn't open up the
We
hatch, you'd be
discussed
like,
this. We said I would go down.
yeah, I know, because I didn't want to die.
Ah!
Did you choose characters that were like that was you?
Just
We
switched
chose
across
the
characters.
original characters that we played, I think, but then I think they were just assigned depending on the story. So we
Okay.
like our characters had switched at one point. He was playing the captain of the ship at that point, and then he died.
Yeah.
Could have been
Damn.
anyone's fault.
Truly could have been anyone's fault.
Truly could have been anyone's fault, and there's no way to tell.
You fucker.
It was funny.
We never beat It Takes Two though. Did you guys beat that game?
We did.
We did, yeah.
I've only
That
played
game
It
gets
Takes
like
One.
weirdly deep and extremely emotional.
It's crazy.
And like, and it's not even
crazy.
around necessarily like the parent situation. It's around a stuffed animal.
Yes,
it's
I'll say-
insane.
We did play through to that, and it is
Yeah.
so depressing.
I've never felt more emotions from a game than when they murdered the stuffed elephant. Spoiler warning. The game came out years ago.
Dang, now I
Spoiler
can't
warning.
play it because I got spoiled on
The
such
stuffed
an
animal
important.
dies a horrible death.
But then Moon Baboon, that guy rocked.
Moon Baboon would have fucking bro.
With Chad.
It
Yeah.
was Chad. Yeah, if you've never played, play it. I didn't just spoil anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pretend that you didn't hear that.
Just pretend I didn't do that.
I don't know if anybody else played the Saints Row games, but Saints Row 2 is like probably
I
one of
did
my
not
top
play
10
the Saints
games.
Row games.
I did not.
I loved that one. Unfortunately, I didn't like any of the ones after that.
No.
No, I don't know.
They
it,
got
like,
really stupid.
they got really stupid.
What?
They
What do
just
you mean?
got too goofy. Like they completely changed, I think, like where they were going with it, because it had kind of like a Grand Theft Auto
Mhm.
thing in the beginning games, like the first two, and then the third game decided that it was like all for like a movie,
It's
and
actually
so
like
it just
aliens
got everything
and
just
like
aliens
superpowers.
and yeah, things just got ridiculous.
I feel
Okay.
like there's multiple series that like the sequel games are so different than the base games that it almost doesn't even feel like a continuation of a game.
Yeah,
And generally, I'm not a big fan.
yeah. I think they're fun to play through like once, but they're not
Mhm.
ones that I
Mhm.
like think to go back to.
No.
Yep.
Like I'll play the second one over and over again, but
Yeah, those ones get goofy. It's just nice when it's more of like builds upon what you're like currently doing, or like kind of like a flashback to like an important character, like a main character, like a second main character is like part of the story is kind of like where I like my sequels the most when it comes to like story based games.
Mhm.
Because obviously like it's great to just play a new like new like Halo Reach, like it's just like the story mode's awesome, but for those games, I'm mostly looking for like a good like experience in the multiplayer. I'm looking for it to be like fun online.
Yeah.
Do you guys consider like the newer generations of Pokemon to be like sequels of the
Yeah.
Pokemon series? Like, is Diamond, Pearl, Platinum like a sequel to Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald?
It's
Or
a
those...
sequel in the same way the Final Fantasy games are.
Yeah, I would look at it more like Final Fantasy. They're kind of their own games. You don't
Yeah.
Because like
have to put them in
Platinum
any
is
order.
clearly a sequel to, well,
Yeah,
no, Black and White 2 are a
Yes.
sequel to Black
Yeah.
and White.
it's like a variant.
I don't know if there's
A variant.
No, Black and White 2 is definitely a sequel.
Oh
but-
yeah, that was
but
a
like
literal sequel.
Platinum, Emerald,
Mhm.
a Crystal, those are all variants. I'd
Maybe
say.
you could look at Legends Arceus as a prequel.
That's true.
To the Sinnoh games, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those are. I would say that's. I mean, it is like not a direct sequel in the same sense of like it's continuing a story that
Yeah.
like was being told previously, but definitely like this is like
Wait.
a game of the same series with like the
Well, it's
same
also
mechanics
interesting,
for the most part.
like when you get to say Diamond and Pearl, like there were Pokemon from previous generations.
Mhm.
So in that sense, it's kind of like a continuation of the Pokemon themselves, if not the story or characters themselves. And also
Yeah.
like characters have shown up. Like who is it? Who showed up at the what's the Jasmine? Not Jasmine. What's the Steel Gym leader?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Jasmine.
that's Jasmine. Yeah, she shows
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like you'll have characters like that show up. So
And what's his name from Oh damn! The Grimsley showed up again in Alola in Sun and Moon.
Yes. Yep.
was that Grimsley?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the dark.
Yeah.
Dark,
Yeah,
Dark
yeah,
Elite
yeah.
Pro leader.
He had a
He gave the
completely new look.
Sharpedo, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
You ever wonder why it has to be like Diamond and Pearl? Why can't they call it Pearl and Diamond? Like, I just don't understand why they. One
I've
has to
never
come before
wondred
the
that.
other. I have.
Is this something
because
you think about a lot?
Yeah, I always
Pokemon
buy
Sapphire and
Pearl.
Ruby.
Like, why can't it be
White
Ruby and
Black.
Sapphire? You know what I'm
Ruby,
saying?
Sapphire,
It's
Crest.
It's just the
Overall.
whatever one they release it as. It just sticks.
yeah, it just feels
Yeah.
like they're trying to make this Luigi player 2 dynamic going. And I'm just not
Well,
with it. You know?
I think if you poll people on whether they bought Diamond or Pearl, I think probably 70% bought Diamond. If I'm being
Pokemon's a
honest with you.
scam.
I bought Pearl.
Dialga's just cooler.
That would have been Diamond.
Yeah, I went
Pokemon's a scam in
Diamond.
general. So
Wait, who bought Diamond here?
I did.
they sell you the same exact game. but
Isaiah,
just
did you buy
with
Pearl with
certain
me?
Pokemon.
Did-
Of course. Like what? Like
Let's
come on
go.
now. We got
I mean,
common
you
sense.
said
You
bro.
guys have the
70 and it
30% here.
And it was 60 per, or
If Zach's here though,
How many of y'all bought
I
both of
guarantee
them?
Zach got Diamond.
did Zach get Diamond?
I guarantee you guys Diamond. I'll
Did
text him
any of
right
you
now.
buy
We can
both
keep
of them?
talking.
No, I didn't have both of
I
them
did,
back
yeah.
then. But also Platinum is just better. So
Sorry,
Platinum
my
is
mom
the
bought
best.
Of
both.
course
Platinum
you
is the
did,
best.
Ryan. Falling for the corporate problems once
My
again.
mom fell
I
for that, not me.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Scammed.
Scam. Yeah, no, Pokemon's a scam.
And they're not sequels. They're all
Okay.
they're all just new, their own new
Yeah.
unique games.
I'm asking you,
It's like
Zach. I
Final
hope he's
Fantasy
not on a
games.
flight right now.
Yeah, I would say they are, just because I've considered like I'm considering the new like Elder Scrolls game to be like a sequel, but it's not going to be like Oblivion didn't really have anything to do with like Skyrim necessarily. Like there were nods to it and like stuff going on like in relation to it, but like not directly like involving that game. So I feel like I look at Pokemon the same way, and same with like Final Fantasy.
What's kind of interesting about this is a tangent, but like the GTA games is that they're in different locations, but they will go back to locations. So, like I think we're going to No, we're just in Los Santos. We're going to
Florida.
whatever Miami is in this universe.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like we're revisiting places with probably not being like a direct sequel, but
Yeah.
still different. Still,
I
like,
mean, they've shown
revisiting
like
places.
characters again. I know.
I didn't. What was the other GTA that was down in this
Uh,
place? What is it called?
Was
Vice
it Vice
City?
City?
Vice City.
I
That's-
love Vice City.
It would be Vice City. That would-
GTA.
That's more of a San Andreas.
what is
fan.
it?
Yeah.
I love GTA.
I do
Yeah.
love GTA.
I wonder what else
I
we're gonna
like
get before we get
I like
GTA
stealing
6.
planes and then crashing those
Oh,
planes.
here's a question about the new GTA.
Mhm.
So there were points where there were rumors that the GTA game was going to be over $100, right?
Oh.
If that's the case, would any of
Yes,
you buy it?
I'm buying it. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't
Probably.
even
I
played 5
probably
yet.
would
I don't know
buy it.
why I haven't played 5 yet, but
I have
It's
said this
probably gonna
before
be the
on
best
the
game of all time.
podcast, but I am not opposed to spending money on games if it's worth the money that I'm
Okay.
spending. If
Yeah.
you are going to ask for $100, and like I definitely got more than $100 of the GTA 5. So
That's
like,
actually
Yeah.
fair.
if
yeah.
if you're gonna, but if they're going to sell it, it has to have the quality of like
$100 game.
if you're
I
gonna sell
think
agree with that.
I would wait like a week.
if you're
Yep.
gonna if
I
you're
would
gonna
wanna
sell, like,
see it
GTA
first.
5 at $60 and you're gonna
Mhm.
almost double that, this better be
Mhm.
like worth that
Yeah.
double.
And on
And
top of this,
I don't want it to all be the features be like in online because I don't care about online as
Mhm.
much.
see,
I only play
that's what
those
online.
games, it's good like single player.
I love online mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Online mode is we only really played online mode in like private servers.
Yeah, we
which is
locked
very
it because it
fun.
was annoying with other people, but
Yeah.
if it's like
See,
a role play
but
thing, like new gen, but
I'm so, my God. Rockstar
Roblox.
bought out
Roblox.
5M.
Roblox
I'm
2
sorry,
is
I'm
coming
sorry.
out.
Bro,
That's
Rockstar bought
the thing I
out
want.
5M. 5M is the fan ran
Oh,
server that
shit.
they've been doing forever.
They bought them
where
out?
yes, they've been bought out for a long time.
I didn't
As
know
far as
that.
I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, that Rockstar is like that's why they haven't like stopped 5M for going on for so long. I'm pretty sure they bought it out. So if I'm correct, because I see Ryan's catching it, I hope they do
August,
something.
yeah, August 2023.
Okay, so Rockstar bought 5M. I'm hoping they do something with that with the next one
Yeah.
because I think the big thing I forget when the last GTA even came out, but it's been going on for years because of all the role play. Like the fan
That is carrying the
stuff.
game right
Yeah,
now.
that is
That's what I'm
carrying like
saying.
why people like enjoy GTA 5 so much.
Yeah.
Is like the online community is so
I
like
love
Yeah.
role play, bro.
huge.
It's so fun.
It is one of the
So-
coolest things ever. Like people like live in that game, and it's like their second life that sometimes some people care about more than their actual life.
My favorite YouTuber does that.
Yeah.
Anna from
You're making this
AMP.
sound really sad.
I don't care. I mean, I would love to be a bum and only play that game.
Bro,
That makes
it's
sense.
great.
I would love
I
to
used
be a
to-
bum.
Yeah. I did a couple
That's
streams
it.
on that thing, but like it's very fun, bro.
Oh, I
Very-
remember you killed that cow.
Yeah, I only had to get rid of it because of Fortnite, and I couldn't afford too much. The Fortnite updates are ridiculous, so I had to make some space on my computer. But I love GTA roleplay, and if they keep it, if they do something, because they don't just buy 5M for no
No,
reason.
you don't just buy that for no reason.
You're going to do something with that, so I'm very
I think,
excited. to see
yeah,
what
they'll
they
have
do.
like actual, I think, role play functions that you could do. I imagine.
That's $100 worth, if you
Yeah.
ask. me.
I'd agree.
I
Yeah.
feel like so many people
Well-
loved that game and so many people played it for so long, and there were so many different things you could do.
Holy shit!
don't
But
think it would be-
imagine if
I
I
don't think
that.
it'd be bad if it was.
I
like,
also feel like because of how many people played so many, like it was released on so many things and so many people have played it. I feel like GTA 6
re-released so many times.
almost just has this like insurmountable mountain of expectations to climb
yeah.
that like it has to be like everything that
Yeah.
GTA 5 was plus a whole new everything.
I mean, the time
Well,
they're
they-
taking on it, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I would hope.
They're saying, and this is a perfect game to even talk about with sequels. They're talking like the map is going to be the entire state of Florida, allegedly. They're talking about like they're going to have
I
real
want
weather
one
conditions, like
gator per
tornadoes
10 square
and
foot square.
they're talking like tornadoes and hurricanes and all that stuff. Like I'm with it. So
There's a lot going on.
yeah, I'm excited, bro. I'm like,
We can go yell
when
at
that
the
game
hurricane.
comes out, it might be like one of the best games of all time. I'm not.
I could see it if it lives up to expectations. I think that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are people who actually still just say GTA 5 is like the best game of all time.
I feel
so-
like if they made it the entire state of Florida, that would be too much.
probably.
That just seems like a lot.
I'm taking a 4-hour-long car ride to
It's like, oh, I just
Imagine when
Pensacola.
the role play comes out though, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but
That
imagine
map's
Bro,
too
let's
big
go.
for
Let's go
roleplay.
on a let's go on a role
Yeah.
play.
imagine you're in
a
the
role play
Panhandle
drive.
and you get a quest, and it's like, hey, real quick, can you go to Miami? And you're like,
Motherfucker.
I'm
It's like,
winning.
Bro, I work
have
tomorrow.
work in the morning.
Unless there's
can't
fast
do
travel
this.
through airplanes.
Wait,
Like,
what
you
if
saw how
they
Fast
met up?
travel.
Okay, so we have GTA 6 plus the truck simulator all in one. They can do it.
But
Plus
listen,
flight simulator. It's all in one.
you know how crazy people went just with the state of New York in Spider-Man. I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
the city of New York.
The
Well,
state,
no, they added more because they added what?
like Akron.
Manhattan and
Ohio.
Hell's Kitchen. They added a lot of stuff. So I'm just like, it's possible. This is the direction we're going in with video games, bro. Like they're expanding the sandbox
Akron.
to further heights.
Yeah.
That's $100 worth for me.
I'd be willing to
I
spend
agree.
$100 on it. I think
Those
I would
are
have, I think
like-
I'd have to watch somebody play it first, though.
I'm not willing to spend $100 until I get a 1-to-1 square replication of Tulsa, Oklahoma in a video game. Then I will.
You want GTA to take place in Tulsa?
I think that there's a demographic that could go fucking hog wild in
The
Tulsa.
demographic is
like
skill.
you, Phil, Stanley, and Rowlet, or what?
We'd go some cow tipping.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what
yeah,
else they have to do there.
That's probably
the
it.
cheese mines. The cheese mines could be
Hey.
there. Well, we won't talk about that right
Don't talk.
now. Check out
about
the Patreon for the Cheese Mine podcast. You got to be
Yeah.
on the in to get on the in.
the Patreon.
The Cheese Mine Patreon.
The Patreon is real.
The Patreon is real. It's
Is
just
it? I haven't seen it.
well, you don't know about the cheese mines then.
Okay, I mean I do.
Shut your fucking mouth.
He's insider information.
If you reveal information about the cheese mine,
Yeah.
we will have to execute you.
Yeah, no, those rumors about GTA are like they're not too verified.
I don't know. I feel like making it the whole state of Florida.
Sorry, Florida. I forgot it's a fictional land. It's not called Florida. It's called Leon, Leonida. I don't know. But anyway,
Leon
it would
Dia.
be
Leon
Yeah,
did
there you
That sounds like it's from
Leon
sounds like it's
Town
from
from Pokemon.
yeah.
Sounds like it's like a fucking like.
But they're going to try and
RPG
make it like
city.
a fictional state, like you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
Allegedly.
but when
Allegedly.
you make it literally Miami, it's a little difficult to be like, it's fiction.
Well, I'm okay with it. I want to travel. I want to find.
Here's the deal:
Uh,
they make it all of
I
Florida.
will-
That it's just like skipping around. Like they're gonna.
You
Lower
will
down
find
one.
me on a pontoon boat. And so I'm
Yeah.
I'm
In
gonna
a
be out
swamp.
there.
outside of
I'm
big
gonna be
city.
in the swamp. I'm gonna be looking for some gators.
Yeah.
Hey Lee.
Yeah.
What do you know about pontoons and smoking weed?
I know a lot about smoking weed on your pontoon.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's gonna be.
What do you know about that, Ryan?
Yeah, what do you know about that, Ryan?
I know that we shouldn't be smoking weed at school, but you can go do it on your pontoon at your lake.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's gonna be like a bounty for snakes, like there is in actual Florida, for some Burmese pythons. Go some snake wrangling
Ooh.
for some invasive species. I could get down with that.
You can't wait to see the animals.
I can't wait to see the animals. That's all I care about. There's gonna be
That's
so
typical.
many gators. It's gonna be great.
Ryan, I can't get over it. Now I can't get over TC.
Yeah. A bit of a. But you can move
Go
past that though. We can move past that one. That's too inside. That's
Out him,
inside
out
this.
him, out him on the street.
Yeah.
Can we get our animal fact?
Animal
Oh.
fact. It was requested an animal fact by Ryan.
Oh.
Ryan Miller.
Oh,
Oh, did I just dox you?
yeah.
Ryan mute that.
I really don't care. Like Ryan Miller, yeah, good fucking luck. There's like thousands of us.
There's a
That's
billion
true.
of
That's
you.
true.
You're
Uh,
indistinguishable.
Zebras was requested by Ryan, and the zebra fact is that all zebra stripes are like human fingerprints, as in they're all absolutely unique and one of a kind.
Like Linda.
Like Spinda, who is a panda and not a zebra, so bad comparison.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But yes, similar to Spinda,
Thank you.
and yeah, whatever. Animal fact.
Dick.
We could have done one that was more topical, like a gator, but Ryan decided.
Well,
this.
you asked me to name an animal, and I said zebra.
Why didn't you say alligator?
I didn't know we'd be talking about GTA 6.
Why did
to
you
be
say
fair.
crocodile?
Yeah, why didn't you say the American crocodile or the
Crocodile?
Nile crocodile
Yeah.
or in a
In a
wild
while-
crocodile?
yeah.
Do you know the difference? How you tell an alligator and a crocodile apart?
I was just told one is bigger or something.
It's actually really easy. If it says in a while, it's a crocodile.
Okay.
Yeah. Does anyone have anything else that they want to talk about? Or
Sequels.
Sequel ideas, favorite sequels.
When this is kind of like way back when we were talking about like sequels that are not necessarily like continuous of a single story.
On the topic of Paper Mario, perhaps?
In the topic of Paper Mario, no. Xenoblade Chronicles. It's a great series in which it seemed as if the games were not necessarily in a singular story. It seemed that they were almost, especially between the first and the second game, that they were completely different universes. Almost no correlation, very different premises. And then the third game comes along and ties it all together. So
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is fucking like the story is amazing at doing that, actually.
And I know, Ryan, when you were playing 3, you weren't super aware of like anything that happened in the original game, right?
Not really. I watched YouTube videos just in case, but like.
But you were mostly like Xenoblade 2.
I was very casual when it came to Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So I was just, yeah.
It was
if it got remade on like. Actually, that's a fucking lie. I think the mechanics suck, so I wouldn't actually.
I would only play the first Xenoblade if they remade it in the battle style of like
I would need a combat remake.
The combat, because the way it does right now, you just cycle back and forth to select moves and it's trash. But that was a game where a third story tied the other two stories together in a really like seamless way. And like I don't know if that was always the plan. I don't know if they had that from the beginning, because there's also Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is not canon. Apparently, it was kind of out there on the Wii U, having the time of its life. But
Wii U jail,
Wii U jail,
prison.
Wii
U. But yeah, that's a really good, like, it's a really good standalone game. And then like once the realization of the story comes into play, it becomes a really good sequel, which before that big like reveal in the tie-ins, it also felt like a standalone game from the other two. Much more like Xenoblade 2 in terms of combat and like how the game ran, but also seemingly a very distinct, or actually one place was the same between the two. This is just a future different like parallel. But besides that, there was almost nothing that was like, oh, this is obviously a sequel. This is like not a ton of references.
More so than any game, I need to play that one again, I feel like.
I would like to play that one with the DLC. Now
yeah.
It's been like a while because I never did play the DLC.
And that game can keep me entertained, and that's a game where I don't want to stop playing.
You just want to keep doing it.
And when I have to go to sleep, I'm like, oh man.
That was fun when we all like sat in call and like played it together.
Yeah, screen share all of us. That was fun.
It's just like it's such a fun game. And I guess in Xenoblade 2 was specifically fun to play with someone because it had like a gacha mechanic. It was like a in-game currency gacha mechanic, but like by default, the team that you have is probably not the team. And I just happened to get one of the most broken characters.
Tell us your story with it.
What was her name? Xenoblade. I'm not one to really look at like spoilers or anything when I play a game. Like I really try to stay away from it. So I really go into games very much unaware. Let me
Cosmos.
So I was just I did the random pulls, and you get in the game, if you get a certain amount of currency, you can do like a pull where you got specific orbs or whatever. But I just remember like I took a picture of it. I sent to you. I'm like, look how cool this looks. And I looked her up and I was like, oh, this is the most broken character in the game. It was like the first video was like Cosmos solos the final boss at level like 40 levels under it. And I was like, oh, She
Yeah,
never
cool.
left my team. She never
Yeah,
left my team.
and anytime when I had trouble with any part of the game, and I
I
ask
was
him like, "What did you do?" and he's like, "Well, I used Cosmos." And I'm like,
Well,
Yeah,
Cosmos won it for
it
me.
was absolutely no help. You're like,
Like,
I
yeah,
can't beat
thanks,
this part. I
man.
was like, what do you mean? That was so easy. You just have to have a lot of range. She was also one of like 3 characters with like range in the game,
Oh,
and she was
okay.
extremely rare. There weren't like a lot of like rarity levels. There was just kind of like your basic common blades and then your rare blades. But
Mhm.
I think she was one of like 2 that were like ultra rare or
Like
something.
legendary.
Yeah, basically that
blades.
it was just like it didn't really seem like much, but they were clearly like stronger because she was one of the only or maybe one of 2 like gun blaster characters. So everyone else was super close range. So she
Yeah.
just made a lot of bosses like a breeze and a lot of like waves of enemies. I just mowed them down. It was awesome. It was pretty cool.
All right. Well, does
I
anyone
don't
else
like
have anything?
Xenoblade.
Oh,
Sorry.
Have you ever touched Xenoblade?
have you played it
No,
before?
I'm
Yeah.
biased.
Oh,
I'm a
It's really
hypocrite,
good.
you know.
not negatively biased,
Hey,
Well, at least you can admit it.
offensively biased.
I'm offensively biased.
that's crazy.
I'm substantially biased.
All right.
Right.
Anybody else got anything?
Mm-mm. I've said my piece.
All right.
Can't wait to see the next Fortnite event.
Hey, me too, man. We'll come back here with a Fortnite episode someday.
Yeah.
I'm excited. The next episode, Fortnite edition.
It is your episode. If
Fortnite.
you
I was
want
gonna
to do
say
a
when
Fortnite,
Isaiah hosts.
he laughs menacingly.
We'll see.
How could we talk about Fortnite for an hour?
When Fortnite's all that we got.
Oh my god, there's there. I got ways.
Yeah, so
No,
it-
we
He's gonna
can't.
trap us in a jam sesh.
Okay, but yeah, I'm
All
excited.
right.
close us
All
out
right,
here, Lee.
Yeah. Well, it's been another wonderful Gamer Monday. I hope to see you guys next week. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow the Twitter, follow any of these wonderful people on Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
Gamer Monday Pod, also available on Spotify. Goodbye, everybody. Happy
Keep
Gamer
on
Monday.
gaming.
Happy Gamer Monday, pilgrims.
Bye bye.